morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Limbus Company. Welcome back to Kanto 7. Just before we begin, a little bit of center upgrading because it needs to be done. So, the T-Corp girls have been upgraded in a major way. Don Quixote's now max level, and Rhodia is like one level off. I still haven't been doing the excavations as much as I should have been doing, but upgrades have been made, and we're getting a little bit stronger. If the second team has to come out, they're still completely and utterly screwed, so that's a thing. But I reckon once I get Rhodia to level 50, because I just like her, I want her to be one of the strong members of the team, I'll start focusing on getting everyone here to level 40. That seems like a good baseline area to be, because I imagine if we're doing the chain battle stuff now, which is a mechanic I quite like, but if we are doing that, then it probably means that the game is going to be introducing attacks where it's like, yeah, at least one or two sinners is probably going to die to this attack, and you're going to have to make use of your subs. At which point, I could do with them not being level 18 and 7. I could do with them being level 40 so they can at least put up a fight. Ego is all well and good, but with that big a level difference, even Ego is not going to perform against even the weakest attack. So, yeah, that will be the next goal, but I don't think we're going to run into that issue today. I think we'll be alright. I don't know when the first boss is, so we'll see what happens. But also, I want to up-tie Rhodia to up-tie 4. Because there's some good stuff here, right? Like additional clash power for Tremor, more damage on Bind, additional clash power for Tremor, inflicting Bind, more damage on Bind, inflicting Bind, triggering Tremor Burst, giving this Sloth, which increases the amount of Sloth in our team so we can trigger like NO more frequently, and also just get more Ego resources, which seems like a good idea, and inflicting more Tremor on targets when they hit her while she's using Borrowed Time before she then starts Borrowed Time. You know, there's a lot of good reasons to do this. Also, I just really like this ID. I just really do. It's really cool. So marvelous. Glad to have done that. That's all the prep I'm thinking we need to do for today. Now we're just going back into the dream ending. I keep wondering why in my brain I keep translating this title to being The Dream Is Over, and I realize it's because it is the name of one of my favorite albums by a band called Pup, who are a Canadian punk band. The Dream Is Over is such a good album if you like that sort of thing. It's incredible. If any of you have played Dream Daddy, right? You know, the that fucking visual novel dating sim game where you date a bunch of hunky daddies. On one of them, you go to a gig and it plays a song when you're at that gig, and that is DVP by Pup, which is from the Dream Is Over album, and that's how I discovered that band, and oh, Pup is amazing. But yeah, let's not worry about that right now. Of what peril befell us in the case of La Mancha Land and our encounter with the Blood Fiends? There's probably a few, because it's already a battle. Yeah, we're too weak for this. Whatever. I love punching above my weight.
최선은 다해보겠다만.
Earlier, they assigned the gathered fixers with areas.
우리는 다른 구역이네요.
Oh, so sorry to hear it, buddy. Best of luck to ya. I'll save you a blood fiend or 20. You're the hunter, you know what to do.
살아서 만나면 좋겠어요.
You don't even hope that at all, not even a little bit. I can tell. Shooting Rage! Masquerade! Hey, I'm playing that at the moment. It seemed that the Blood Fiend Hunters were assigned to Area 3, Jasi Shun to Area 2, and us to Area 1.
잘 부탁드려요. 전 휴고라고 해요.
Oh, he's so dead. I feel bad. I'm not even saying that with like, oh boy, he's gonna fucking die. I'm like, oh buddy, you just seem so small. The fixer from earlier, whose name was Hugo, appeared visibly relieved that he was assigned to the same area as us.
그리고 방금 바닥에서 이런 걸 주웠답니다. 라만차랜드 지도예요. 저 참 쓸모 있는 동료가 될 것 같지 않나요?
That is extremely useful. You know, credit to him. Good job, Hugo. Well done. He's either going to die or he's going to betray us and then die. Those are the two options. There is no other future for him.
쓸모 있다기엔 그냥 여기저기 잔뜩 떨어져 있는 것 중에 하나를 주운 거지만요.
Yeah, but he did it before you did, Ishmael, which I'm sure just grates so hard.
이건 지도가 포함된 놀이공원 팸플릿이네요.
And the brochure has such horrible music. I actually like it. It's very appropriate.
저 사무소 놈들이랑 같은 조가 되었다면 아마 구역에 들어가기도 전에 죽었을지도 몰라요. 그것도 혈기가 아니라 저자들한테요. 토벌금 정산에도 못 들고 완전 최악이죠.
By the end of this, that might have seemed like the nicer thing to do.
어디였더라? 림버스 컴퍼니 사무소라고 했나요?
Not an office, just a company. It seemed that he was under the impression that we were one of the numerous no-name fixer offices, but I didn't really feel the need to correct him. Also, he can't hear me, so whatever.
사실 우리 같은 이름 없는 해결사 사무소들은 언제나 찬밥 신세죠.
But that's because we die if we were in the good stuff. Also, we have done the good stuff. We fought a big brother of the middle. We lost, hard, but we fought him. That's some good stuff. It was actually some really bad stuff. But, you know, by the technical definition I'm sure you're referring to, that's the good stuff.
쉔크나 치바이 같이 인기 순위를 다투고 있는 협회 직속 사무소랑은 다르게요.
Have you tried fighting harder? You might get signed for one of those association offices.
아니, 그렇지 않다네. 해결사들은 모두 의롭고 존경받아야 마땅할 존재들이야.
I'm curious about how these two are going to get along.
본인은 아주 오래전부터 해결사가 되는 것이 꿈이었네.
I mean, you kind of are. We're just not a fixer office, though, are we? Really? She basically does what a fixer does. It's all the same in the end.
해결사란 무릇 문제를 해결하는 존재. 문제라고 여겨지는 그 모든 것들을 대신 해결하는 존재 아니겠는가?
I mean, I see how you came to that conclusion. I do, but it's not. Fixer fixes problems for a price. That's what a fixer do. Anyone's problems. Usually those with money, though.
그러니 자네와 우리가 같이 이곳을 토벌하고 개선한다면 모두가 해결사라는 직업을 다시 생각해 줄 테지.
I don't think they will.
왜 다들 그런 표정인 것인가?
I think the pure terror comes from the fact that you seem to understand this city less than our manager, who only started existing according to their own memory about 3 months ago. Obviously not 3 months ago, it's probably more than that, but you get the point. Dante has existed for like less than a year, canonically, I think, and understands the city better than Don Quixote does, and that's troubling. That's extremely troubling. That's very troubling.
너 방금 엄청난 복선을 아니다.
Oh yeah, also that. Yeah, that too, to be fair. Yeah, that as well. Her confidence in such a thing is understandable because we can't die, but you know.
생존자들.
Okay, let's go find the device in Area 1 then, before morale falls apart after we've just stepped in here.
팸플릿을 보니 참 다양한 기구가 있는 것 같소. 그리고 이곳은 프리티 앤 원더풀 구역이요. 내가 바로 해결사라는 기구도 있고 멋쟁이 패션쇼도 있고.
Pretty and wonderful. It sure is.
이름만 들어서는 정말 그럴듯한 놀이공원 같은데 테마도 있고 말이야.
I mean, it is an amusement park, it's just also a hellhole.
대체 이 장소는 어찌한 연유로 만들어진 것인가?
Oh, Yi Sang, that's a word. Incipience. I don't think I've ever heard of that word before. Google, what does it mean? I can guess from context, but still. You know, it's better to actually find out, I've found in my experience. Incipience is a noun that means the beginning of something or the state of being incipient. Wait, what's the state of being incipient? Beginning to exist or to be apparent. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use the word much. I think I'd use it wrong. There you go. More you know.
몰라. 그것까지 우리가 알아야 하냐?
That's true. We are just here to bonk things, aren't we?
세월의 흔적으로 인해 많은 것이 변해버린 것 같긴 하나.
We always end up getting to the bottom of these things whether we want to or not.
어쩌면 과거에는 즐거운 장소였을지도 모른다는 생각이 들어서 말이오.
That's a good point, actually. Was this once just an amusement park and then something happened to it? Or is the place merely a twisted manifestation of the Blood Fiends' opinions towards the chattel that they feed upon, right? This is an amusement park for Blood Fiends. They torture them as much as they feed on them and gain pleasure from it. You know, like Drukari or something.
진실된 웃음이 가득한.
I mean, I'm sure the Blood Fiends are laughing. I bet they're having a great time, you know? Just because we don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't make someone laugh. Right? Case in point.
시작되었나 보다. 토벌 축제가 또 시작된 모양이야. 그렇지?
An eradication party. Ah, wonderful. Is that like a baby shower or something?
날 뛰어드는 인간들이 또 한가득 들어왔어.
I don't know if I'd call us excited as such.
더 자주 열렸으면 좋겠다. 하루에 3번씩. 그러니까 너네 중 한 명은 딱 이틀 정도만 살 수 있을 정도로 만들어서 보내줄게.
That's very specific.
너희를 이곳으로 보낸 대장한테 그렇게 전해주라. 더 자주 와달라고.
So we've been sending teams in to clear this place, and they fucking love it. Like, God, this is just so much fun, and we're like, less so for us, admittedly.
아니면 이건 어떤가? 장치가 있는 위치를 우리에게 알려주면 고통스럽진 않게 처리해주지.
Ever the negotiator.
너무 좋다. 너무 좋아. 저렇게 험악하게 말하는 놈일수록 맛도 기가 막힌다니까. 너무 재촉하지 마. 이벤트가 아직 많이 남았거든. 패션쇼도 할 거고 인기 투표도 할 거야. 너무 기대되지? 그렇지?
Fashion shows, popularity contests. This place has everything.
지금까지 이곳으로 온 객들과 토벌하러 온 자들을 그런 식으로 농락하였나 보군. 제일 중요한 걸 빼먹었다.
Remember to have fun.
그렇게 꾀지지 않은 꼴로 여길 돌아다녀서는 안 돼. 알고 있지? 난 쥐새끼 같은 꼴로 여길 돌아다니게 하다가 들키면 나까지 혼날 거거든.
And that's true, we have a fashion contest, right? A certain level of standard has to be met.
우리? 야, 잘 봐봐. 난 그렇게까지 형편없는 꼴은 아니라고.
You look fantastic, Rhodey. Let no one tell you any different.
예쁘고 화려한 옷을 입혀준 다음에
Oh, can we get a big masquerade thing going on? That'd be cool.
의상실에 전시해놓고 일주일 동안 골라 먹어야겠다.
We can skip that bit, surely.
어디서부터 맛봐야 할지 벌써부터 너무 기대돼.
There are a lot of blood fiends here. Can you guys handle them?
문제 없어. 이곳에선 저들의 죽음이 유예되지 않을 것이기에.
We're running into the word moratorium a lot at the moment.
열차의 근원보다 수준도 떨어지는 것 같습니다. 기껏해야 그 의체 해결사와 비등 혹은 그보다 아래겠군요.
I don't know how you can necessarily tell that, but good.
그렇단 말이지. 넌 걱정할 거 없겠네.
Jolly good at all that. With Heathcliff's charges, our signal, the sinners advance, leaping into the horde of blood fiends. Oh, we're in there. We're never gonna stop being in there. We're going in the whole time. A lot to kill today. So, I'm gonna revert to my previous method of, conflict resolution for unfocused encounters, which is to say I'm gonna edit it. So, otherwise this series will take forever. Heal by 15% of damage dealt if they have bleed. If targets A plus bleed, gain coagulated blood. Yeah, this is all pretty similar to what we saw before. Failed to deal damage, gain fragile and 2 offense level up. Blood-tinged scissor blades, that's a new one. Okay, alright, okay.
가진 놈들을 털게. 표정.
되는 것 같습니다. 탈출 길치가지. 남은 시간은 탈탈 털어주는 수밖에.
Nice. Also, I noticed Don Quixote's unique stats for the Kanto. How righteous. So very righteous. Seems pretty good. SP heal and Clash Win is really nice. The enemies are definitely putting up a stiffer resistance, which you would expect, It's Kanto 7, for God's sake. Wherein is discussed the battle that found Limbus Company and Don Quixote. That's it.
망했구나.
표정. 깨어져라.
하나 마무리했습니다.
Huh. That went a little bit more south than I thought it would. Faust actually went down. Those red coins are for real. I need to look into those because I just ignored that shit. And I wouldn't say I fought it like in, you know, super blasé or laissez-faire, but I wasn't exactly tryharding. I think I do need to pay a little bit more attention because it seems like those red coins just kind of stick around forever, which increases the overall value of their roll even as you're smashing through their coins, which seems very interesting and might present quite a bit of a challenge, actually. That's cool. I'm shocked Faust went down. She's super good. Of the tale which is full of blood feeds, failed to tell despite the best endeavors. That's gonna be funny. Oh, I don't have enough in Keflin. Ah, oh, fuck you. Ah, oh, fuck you. I could wait 6 minutes. I was lame. It's annoying because I was about to have Faust use her tremor ego that I haven't seen yet, but she got killed before she could do it, which is really annoying. But having a level 50 Merceau waiting in the wings is very helpful.
제발 살려줘.
Oh, suddenly now you're all like, well, hold on, surely we can talk about this, use our words, engage in a little diplomacy. I don't think so.
나 오랜만에 이렇게 안 굶고 피를 먹어본 적이 200년 만이란 말이야.
Look, when it gets to the end of a recording and I'm like starving hungry, it feels like 2 centuries, so I get it.
너무 신이 나서 그랬어. 예전처럼 눈에 안 띄게 죽은 듯이 살아갈게. 부탁이야.
You got too silly, is what you're saying? Unfortunately, I sympathize, but I don't believe you. I believe you're honestly saying that. I believe she intends it. Like, surprisingly, I do genuinely believe her. I don't think he'll turn out that way. What was one of the things we were told, the last things that Moses said to us before we came here? Do not underestimate how fucking hungry they are. She might intend to be like, oh, now I'm full and I don't feel the ravenousness. I don't feel hungry. I'm just gonna use that term instead. She might be like, oh yeah, I could totally keep under control, just don't kill me. But the moment she gets hungry again, yeah, she'll just start eating people again. Totally.
장치가 있는 곳을 말한다면 고려해보지.
Tell me what I want to know, and I'll give it some thought. I might flip a coin on your behalf.
저기 저 놀이기구로 가면 돼. 내가 곧바로 버튼을 누를 수 있는 지름길도 알려줄게. 나만 따라오면 될 거야.
Oh yeah.
정하자마자 곧바로 몸을 오른쪽으로 향한 다음에
The second we get enough information, Otis is going to take her head off.
오, 좋아. 오른쪽으로 향한 다음에
And
악인과 거래를 할 수는 없지 않은가?
God forbid we might have actually had an easy time of this. No fucking way. I don't think Otis even intended to bargain with them. I think she was just trying to get the information and then was going to cut her head off. I'm pretty sure.
보이지 않나? 저 방문객들의 시체가 분명 저 악인에게 덮쳐진 지 얼마 되지 않은 자들이었네.
Right, so I think I can see where we're going with this, because I said last time, like, oh, can you imagine, a paladin who is also a vampire, and everyone's like, do you mean Don Quixote? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But the difference is we're not playing as Don Quixote. You know what I mean? We're experiencing Don Quixote's story, but we're not making decisions on her behalf. She's making her own decisions. This is an example of that, and it seems like the theme for this canto in terms of her will probably be lawful stupid. You know, we've had that throughout the preceding cantos, and it's going to come to a head here. Just like how Ishmael's attitude came to a head before and during Canto 5, and Heathcliff surprisingly didn't during Canto 6, but whatever. You get the idea. But yeah, we were trying to get information, we're probably just gonna kill her anyway. The closer we got to the attraction, the more the roads became riddled with mangled corpses. Don Quixote was right, some of them did look pretty new, some of them only hours since their death at most. Of course, Otis did not appear even remotely receptive to her reasoning.
시간을 단축할 수도 있는 정보였다. 때에 따라서는 적군과 협상을 하여 우리 쪽이 유리한 결과를 이끌어낼 줄 알아야.
Pragmatism versus ideals, sure. It's easy to sit here and go, well, obviously it should be this instead of this, but it's never that simple, is it? It's hard to put yourself in the head of someone with such strong beliefs. Or at least I find it to be.
하지만 악인과 손을 잡고 시간을 줄였다 해도 그것으로 정의를 실현하는 게 무슨 소용이 있다는 것인가?
The meaning would be get this done quicker so we don't get stuck here. That's what the meaning would be.
이놈이 아직도 그딴 소리를.
야, 내 또 저러는 거 한두 번이냐? 이럴 시간에 저 몰려오는 놈들 족치자.
Basically the mentality of fuck it, this ain't anything new. And we've got bigger problems anyway.
맙소사, 또 와요.
Of course there's more of them, Hugo. What did you think? There was just like 18 of them here and that would be it? Oh, that's pretty cool. Not the visual, we've seen this before, but the noise. Okay, I need to pay a little bit more attention during combat. Still probably going to edit through it, because fuck it, but... I need to try and... Withered, eh? Starve for blood for a long, long time. I see. I want to try and find those red coins, you know? Oh, there it is, you rat bastard. Unbreakable coin. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That definitely adds something to it. A character ain't down and out just because you've started knocking out their coins because they got an unlucky roll. That's interesting. Okay.
적법한 무력 행사다.
실체가 약화된 표적 완전 무력화. 제압 완료. 시간 징수 집행. 가진 놈들을 털.
도망쳐봤자 헛수고다. 퍼져나간 탄환이 어디에서든 네 머리통을 화려하게 터뜨릴 테니.
가진 놈
지금이라도 뭐.
표적 완전 무력화.
Hell Bullet is fucking cool. It's very fucking cool. Oh, I just really like playing as this team. I think it's Rhodia's fucking instant transmission melee shit, close quarters, unarmed shit that really sells it to me. But also, it's all of them. Actually, all of them just have pretty cool moves. Huh. Unlike the blood bags back on the train, these ones can't come back from death. Probably because of the impermanent nature of the warp train, you know? No one can die on a warp train. Barring that one exception. You know the one. They were all once fixers seeking riches, civilians turned guests, drawn to this place by its music, each dreaming a dream of their own. Oh, but the dream is over, the dream is ending. I don't know since when, but I've stopped feeling anything about killing things like them.
그러게요.
Become desensitized, it's just another enemy to deal with, isn't it? With a body count as high as the sinners, combined with the fact that they themselves have died probably more times than we can count, you know, maintaining some level of empathy would probably be almost impossible. Sinclair replied, thrusting his weapon into the skull of a dying blood bag.
휴머니들이 사용하는 무기. 열차에서 봤던 카세트.
The cassette used?
키라는 혈기랑 비슷한 것 같은데?
Keep calling him Mr. Cassette, it's very funny. I love it.
피로 잔뜩 지정했고.
There's gotta be a Ryoshu Blood Fiend identity at some point, right? If there isn't already, because I haven't been keeping track of all the ones that have come with the new Kanto. Because it would suit her down to a T, surely.
굳은 피다. 같은 성질이라 해도 모방할 정도.
Interesting. But what about those scissors? They seemed slightly different. Maybe I'm wrong though.
혈귀들은 다 이런 방식을 사용하는 걸까요?
I don't think so. I think it goes back to that massive fucking discussion we had in the last episode about the comparisons between Blood Fiend families and vampire clans in Vampire the Masquerade, where, you know, each person who was embraced by the original would have their own abilities that they would pass down to their clans, as it were. Or their descendants. Descendants, that's the word. So these would all be the family of one particular, like, first kindred. Just, we have no idea, or second. I don't remember the specific terminology. One of the ones that was embraced by the original. We just don't know who it is.
모제스 씨의 말을 떠올려 보면 가까운 친척 같은 걸지도요.
Yeah, probably the same family as Ksei.
아까 그 혈귀들이 가리킨 놀이기구가 여기군.
Is it a roller coaster? You have to tell me.
이 놀이기구, 이 구역에서 제일 유명한 놀이기구인 것 같은데요.
Uh-huh.
안으로 들어가 보는 수밖에 없겠어.
I feel like you could take Yi Sang's lines and give them to the ancestor from Darkest Dungeon and they would fit, right? Bereft of choices, we are thus compelled to enter. Right, it would work. Have placed a moratorium upon their deaths, etc., etc. You know what? I have one massive complaint about the team I'm currently using. There is a distinct lack of Yi Sang, and that bothers me.
성과를 내는 건 얼마만인지 몰라. 이제야 주목을 좀 받으려나?
Well, we're EXing everything up to this point, but it's the first act, so that's not unusual. In which the attraction's narration and its riddles continue. Oh, I fucking love riddles. Except I don't. Well, I'm well up for more combat. I've been enjoying it. Oh god, the level keeps creeping up. I don't like that. I don't like that. It keeps creeping up. We're now 13 levels behind on average. If the first team goes down, we're so fucked. Merceau is our safety net. If more than one person dies, we are in so much trouble.
외근 시작합니다.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I've dealt with worse shit in harder games. The fantasy blood shooting range. Nice. I like it. Let's go. Time for Fell Bullet to do his thing, or Hell Bullet? I can't remember what it is.
이 놀이기구에는 조금 무서운 장면이 포함되어 있을 수도 있으니 어린아이들은 엄마 아빠 손을 꽉 잡고 오세요.
Oh, it's too spooky for little ones.
그리고 이 기구 옆에 있는 멋쟁이 패션쇼도 진짜 열심히 만들었거든요. 깜짝 이벤트로 방문만 해도 기념품을 나눠드리고 있어요.
The Fashionista show. That's not how you spell Fashionista. Oh.
센터님, 그렇게 쳐다보지 말라니까. 몰랐잖아요. 아니, 돌시네아님이 자꾸 인기 없다고 비꼬셔서 기념품이라도 나눠드려.
Sancho. Sangre de Sancho, right? Interesting.
뭐야?
What the fuck?
뭐가 이렇게 허접해?
I think they've all got tenure, Rhodia, so they're not particularly worried about losing their jobs.
그거
이번에는 음질이 아주 깨끗하오.
I didn't mean to skip that, I am sorry, but I take your word for it and that the quality has improved.
아주 머나먼 옛날, 몹시 슬프고 안타깝게도 혈기와 인간들은 지금처럼 사이가 좋은 관계가 아니었답니다.
Oh yes, tragic and unthinkable. I can't imagine such a situation. Today?
서로 만나면 헐뜯고 싸우기에 바빴죠. 혈귀는 인간들을 사냥하려고 했고 인간들은 혈귀를 미워하기 시작했습니다.
Appropriate. Sounds about right, yeah.
이게 뭐죠? 인간들을 잡아먹으려고 하는 못된 혈귀들이네요. 어떻게 할까요?
Shoot everyone and the buildings. That's what you do at a blood shooting range. Shoot everyone. The sinners collectively were silent.
어떻게 해야 할까요?
Guys, it's like a pantomime. Whatever shall we do? He's behind you.
말린다?
Oh, Sinclair, my sweet baby boy. No.
땡! 좀 더 분발해서 생각을 해볼까요? 다음 사람?
Wrong, you die. And a fucking blood bolt comes from the sky. We hark, that's what we do.
다시는 인간들을 해치지 못하도록 혼내줘야 한다네.
Correct? Question mark?
정답입니다.
Correct! Exclamation mark. We gotta shoot that one as well.
자, 못된 혈기들은 물리칠 절호의 찬스입니다. 너무 신나지 않나요?
Fun, fun, fun.
그곳에는 말이지.
In that land?
지긋지긋한 싸움도 없고 언제 잡아먹힐지 알 수 없는 두려움도 없고 오로지 웃음소리만이 가득할 거다.
Only laughter. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. Okay. Makes sense to me. Yep. Hey, the music's a lot more funky this time around and bumpy. Not funky, just bump. What's this? Blood Feast? Stop moving, I want to read it. Stores all bleed damage dealt in this zone. Resets when moving to a different zone. The value is shared by all characters. If there is a higher kindred among the allies. Oh my god. Stop. Ah! Higher kindred among the allies who also consumes Blood Feast. This unit cannot consume Blood Feast until that ally, I guess we'll never know. Wait for it. Consumes it first. Okay. Displays the total number of Blood Feast consumed in this encounter. I'm just gonna fucking hit people and see what happens, you know?
얼마 안 걸릴 기부할 능력도 의사가 없다. 기록에 따라 당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다. 실패. 얼마 안 걸릴 거야.
하나 마무리.
이런 임시 진행. 배를 버리고 모두 아래로 내려간다. 반짝이던 깊은 그곳으로.
나쁘지 않아. 확인 사살.
이런
해결할 능력도 의사가 없다면
일단 베이면 상처에서 안 떨어질 테니까.
표적 확인. 확인 사살. 그래요. 그렇게 가만히 있어요. 상처는 고기는
일이 끝나갈 조짐이 보이는군요.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
이 구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔
꽤 끈적거리거든. 절대 피할 수 없을걸?
표적 완전 무력화. 표적 무력화. 아직 징수하게.
아름다운 춤을 추는 건 나뿐이어야 해. 그러니 네 발목을 잘라버리면 맛없어. 진주로만도 가치가 없네.
일단 베이면 상처에서 안 떨어질 테니까.
Oh boy, that was a fight. I mean, I didn't feel the need to break my silence on it because I was like, look.
이제 우리 어린이 친구들이 제일 좋아하는 시간입니다.
I'm still just kind of slapping two sides against each other, and my tactics weren't exactly tactics, but oh boy, that went places. I actually think that's probably going to turn out better with no commentary and just being complete and utter carnage, because it was. Goddamn, but Yi Sang really held his own there. Like, really held his own. And Hong Le did as well, to be honest. And Ishmael did great. Ishmael did super good. But I need to get these levels up. This is getting scary now. But yeah, Sanguine Desire is a super cool ego. Never seen that before, so that was very cool. And I've also never seen Effervescent Corrosion, or Effervescent Corrosion corrode before, so that was pretty cool as well. That was a fun fight, yeah. I didn't even play into the gimmick at all, I should point out. I'm sure you might have even noticed from what little was shown. But yeah, no, it probably would have been easier if I did play into it, but I just kind of mashed them together, and that kind of works, so fuck it. I'm sure the kiddos are real excited for this part of the attraction.
일명 내가 바로 이 구역의 해결사 타임.
Today I'm this area's fixer. Oh boy.
혈기들이 등장하면 아까 입구에서 나눠드렸던 장난감 방망이로 멋지게 퇴치하는 겁니다.
Oh yes, the toy clubs. I'm pretty sure Faust has one.
우리 어른들도 참여할 수 있어요. 스트레스를 한 방에 털어버릴 수 있는 끈은
Adults can play too. That's handy.
이제 그까짓 장난감 방망이를 맞고 아픈 척하는 혈기 같은 건 필요 없어요.
What? Imagine how annoying it would be to be the fucking narrator of this and then have someone correcting you constantly. And it's like, I've got a script. I'm following the script.
이곳에는 오로지 진짜들만 남아있게 되었으니까.
Ah, fun. And we managed to EX that at the last minute as well. Fantastic. Love to see it. Shooing Rage! Wherein is learned the unexpected truths regarding blood fiends. We can do one more fight and then we'll end for the day. Because, recommended level 46, it's getting worse. And I'm not getting any better. I'm getting 50 XP per battle and some of the most worthless XP vouchers per fight. Oh no.
징수하겠네.
Let's see how far I can push this.
자, 사람을 해치는 못된 혈기들은 그렇게 모두 지하로 쫓겨나게 되었습니다.
That's right, we beat up all the Nosferatu and the day is saved. Hooray!
이제 지상에 남은 건 착하고 의로운 혈기들 뿐이죠.
Yeah, only the cool blood fiends, like the Gangrel.
그들은 인간들과 손가락을 걸고 약속했습니다. 함부로 인간의 피를 탐내지 않고 사이좋게 지내겠다고요. 왜냐면 평화만큼 좋은 건 없으니까요.
Pinky promise, we can't break that.
그런데 이것 좀 보세요.
Oh, look!
지하에 쫓겨난 혈기들이 슬금슬금 다시 지상으로 올라오려고 하네요.
Oh no!
몰래 인간들의 피를 마시려고 말이죠.
Oh no! Why do they have pitchfork trident things? Because they're trying to portray them as devils. But the rainbow, there was a rainbow! Oh fuck, we have to do this again. And we still got the blood feast and blood shooing mechanics going that I'm just not playing into at all. It'll be fine, don't even worry about it. I see you stressing in your chair. Need not, relax. Everything fine, all good.
법한 무력 행사다.
항상 지켜보고 있었지. 이번에 대상사 제압 완료.
얼마 안 걸릴 거야.
확인 사살. 가진 놈들을 걸. 테크가 약화되는 것 같습니다. 가진 놈 표적. 이번에 대상 사망. 징수 진행.
Not as bad as last time. Last time was pretty bad. We got the hang of it this time. It was okay. Oh boy. Yeah, we need more levels. Yeah, we really do. Oh, we need so many more levels. Many more levels. But that is all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to keep these at a reasonable length. That was mostly combat, and to be honest, I quite enjoyed it. I do feel like there'd been a bit of a lack of combat in this canto, but I did also feel that, like, yeah, the moment we get to La Mancha Land, that's when combat will start, because they've been saying it the whole time, like, place is fucking filled with blood fiends, there's gonna be tons of fighting, and sure enough, there has been, which I've been enjoying. I haven't had to really try hard yet. Like, during that one fight where we were losing people and Hongler and Yi Sang had to come onto the field, I did have to try a bit harder, but I haven't been fully, properly, like, to the teeth tested yet. But considering that we're already running into difficulties, which is granted because of the massive level difference, right? Like, obviously these enemies are tough anyway, but losing 1 or 2 sinners wouldn't be too bad if our backups were strong. So a big issue is, of course, the level difference. And the game keeps warning me about it, like, yo, you're going into this fight and your average level's 32. Are you fucking sure? And I'm just kind of muscling through because I can. But yes, the level ups are going to be necessary, because the moment we get to an actual proper boss fight, we need to make sure everything at our disposal is usable and not barely usable, because as much as Yi Sang was able to clutch out a couple of his ego attacks against a couple of the Blood Fiends in that fight, I don't think he's going to be able to do that against a boss. I just don't see it happening. I think the level distance difference combined with how strong a boss tends to be will just be too great, and it won't work. It just will not work. So yeah, that's the thing I'm gonna have to do, but I'm working on it, and it's all good. I'm enjoying the Kanto very much. I hope you are too. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Abyssal Angie, B-Chan, Grand Captain General Peace, Meatbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Zanael, Cuds, Canis Samaria, Poe, Pork Chop Breck, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Name, Lumen, Summercat, Flanny, Painter Dragoon, Lala Hexire, Lipotatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harak J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Ethrabin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimblewart, Majoko, Maimun, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kitty, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Slap Lullaby, K-Bob, Magic Cow, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny800 for support me on YouTube and Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. I'm definitely enjoying these heavy combat sequences. Like I said, I wanted to get stuck into the nitty-gritty a little bit more and see what this team could do and see what it was weak against and stuff. And I've noticed that Ryoshu becomes an incredibly good clasher when the tremor is stacked, you know, as is indicated by her skills, especially from her upties, which are like, yeah, when tremor above certain value bonuses, you know, yes, that's not news to me. But it was interesting to see how much stronger she became once she got those going, and also with high SP, so the coin values are coming in too. So she needs to be mothered a bit to make sure her skills go well. She's usually, I'd say, probably better off being a side character, and one of her biggest bonuses, I feel, is actually just having NO proc, so that she's getting those free additional hits. If we can combine that with her being a character who hits them in the side, she can end up dealing a shit ton of damage in most fights. That's easier to do in a focused encounter than a non-focused encounter. But of course, if a focused encounter has 6 or more attacks going and we only have 1 each at that time, then it won't make a difference. She's going to have to clash anyway, or someone's going to have to take hits. These are things we'll have to take into consideration as time goes on. But like I've said before, and I'll say again now for the sake of it, very happy with all of the team. I'm just looking forward to what's happening. I don't know. I just can't wait for more. I'm excited to do more. And whatever happens next time, I hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.